If you haven't heard already, on top of the already previously announced Gotham PD spin-off series for HBO Max from the Batman, on top of that, we are also going to be getting a spin-off series starring Colin Farrell as the Penguin. We're going to be seeing Oswald Cobblepot introduced in the Batman this weekend when it hits theaters. And recently, because now we're leading up to the release of the Batman, and Colin Farrell is doing some interviews talking about not only the movie, but he's also being asked about this spin-off series about the Penguin. He actually recently said in an interview that there is the possibility for this series to be rated R, which honestly I think it should be. It actually really should be, specifically for the character of the Penguin, because we already know that he's not going to have too big of a role in the movie. It's going to be a pretty small role, mostly just setting up for other stuff like this Penguin spin-off series, and it really should be rated R, because we know that in the Batman, Oswald Cobblepot is honestly kind of just a henchman. He's just working under the control of Carmine Falcone, and then this Penguin HBO Max series is going to show his rise into the mobster underworld of Gotham City and really show him becoming the Penguin that we all know and love from the comics as this crazy Batman villain. So, I mean, when you're diving into the world of mob bosses and gangsters and stuff like that, it really should be rated R. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but if it is, then you can really go to town with that whole aesthetic, because that's something they can't really fully show in the movies, because they still have to keep in mind that, hey, you know, kids are going to be watching these movies, so, you know, you have to keep that in mind. But on HBO Max, I mean, as you just saw with Peacemaker, that they were not holding back at all with that series, and they don't really have to hold back with this series either. And I really do think that this would be the best way to show it. Also, with Penguin being such a dark, violent character, you could also up the violence as well, especially relating back to the whole mob boss gangster vibe here. So it just makes a lot of sense, and I actually really do hope that this will be rated R. I've been like over the past year, like since the Suicide Squad and getting into that, like I've been watching a lot more rated R content and realizing like how great things actually are when they don't hold back to fit into that PG-13 level. So it could be PG-13, but Colin Farrell has said that it could be possibly rated R, and honestly, I do hope that it will be, and I feel like it could be because it is on HBO Max. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about this news that Colin Farrell's The Penguin HBO Max series could possibly be rated R? And do you want it to be, or would you prefer the more PG-13 vibes? So guys, thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the DC life.